Welcome to the WWF vs. WCW Invasion Universe, Episode 3, Smackdown. So hit that subscribe button as we kick off the show with the WWF Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, making his way into the ring, ready to address the crowd.
So let me get this right. Vince McMahon thinks he can join that jackass Triple H, and together they can take this title away from me. Hey, not gonna happen. First of all, Triple H, McMahon only helped you because I turned him down first, and I wouldn't trust a damn thing that SOB tells you. But it doesn't matter what you try and do, Vince. I'm warning you right now, you try anything during my match at Backlash, and I will kick your stupid ass all over the arena. At Backlash, I will beat Triple H and remain WWF champion. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
So the stage is set at Backlash. It will be Stone Cold Steve Austin putting the WWF Championship on the line against Vince McMahon's new ally, Triple H. Will we have a clean contest, or is Vince going to try and interfere in the matchup? So the first action of Smackdown comes from the women's division. Ivory, representing Right to Censor, makes her way towards the ring, knowing the winner of this match meets WWF Women's Champion, Chyna, at Backlash for the title. Ivory's opponent, Molly Holly, makes her way ringside, looking for a huge victory on SmackDown and a shot at the title at Backlash. But can she pull off the upset tonight? The contest starts with Ivory locking in a sleeper hold, looking for the early submission and victory. But Molly is able to roll out and hit a clothesline, followed up by a hip toss. Ivory is able to counter in the corner and take advantage with a clothesline of her own. After working on a grounded Molly, Ivory looks for the pin. But Molly kicks out. Ivory then hits a flapjack body splash combo and goes for a pinfall. But again, Molly kicks out. With Molly in the corner, Ivory hits a running bulldog, hoping that's enough to put away Molly. But only a 2 count. Molly is able to reverse a corner attack and hit a flurry of attacks. Followed by a sidewalk slam. This time, Molly goes for the pin. But Ivory is able to kick out. Molly whips Ivory into the ropes, looking for a rebound attack. But Ivory is able to counter with a stiff left hook. Ivory then drives Molly face first with a facebuster and attempts the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ivory gets the 3 count and is able to put away Molly for a hard-fought victory. So this sets up Ivory for a shot at the WWF Women's Championship, taking on Chyna at Backlash as she looks to bring the title into the grasps of the Right to Censor faction. The action continues on Smackdown as WWF European Champion Eddie Guerrero makes his way down to the ring accompanied by Perry Saturn as Eddie prepares to defend the title at Backlash against Jeff Hardy. But here on Smackdown, it's Jeff Hardy's brother, Matt Hardy, who will battle Guerrero with Jeff in his corner. Both men start by trading blows in the middle of the ring. But Matt counters with a hip toss. Hardy locks in an arm bar, looking to make Eddie tap out. But Eddie rolls out and counters beautifully. Eddie chops away at Hardy, but Matt counters and locks back in the armbar, frustrating Eddie early on. But Eddie is able to escape again. Matt overpowers the smaller opponent, but Eddie shows his agility, hitting a drop kick to the knee. Eddie hits an exploder suplex. And follows up with a tilt, a world backbreaker. Hardy is then rocked with a back suplex. Then Eddie drops Matt with a back elbow. A blocked dropped kick allows Matt back on offense and hits a hip toss on Eddie. With Eddie being thrown to the outside. Matt goes extreme with a running plancha over the top rope onto Guerrero. Then Hardy throws a dazed Guerrero back into the ring. Matt hits a flying crossbody as he looks to put away Eddie, but he lets himself get distracted by Saturn on the outside. Matt finally then gets back to Eddie and goes for the pin. But only a 2 count, the delay gave Eddie time to recover, to kick out. Matt then looked hit a twist of fate, but Guerrero countered and hit a textbook powerbomb. Eddie hits a couple of hard right hands, then follows up with a beautiful Hurricane Rana and attempts a pinfall. But Hardy kicks out on 2. Looking to hit a big move, Eddie is caught and thrown off the top turnbuckle. Then Matt whips Eddie into the turnbuckles, puts him on the top rope, then delivers a huge superplex. Matt goes for the pin, thinking he has the match won, but Guerrero gets a shoulder up. Matt goes back to the corner, but this time Eddie counters and hits a head scissors takedown from the second rope, and then an elevated drop kick. Perched upon the second rope, Guerrero hits a perfect Hurricane Rana. He attempts the pinfall. But just a 2 count. Eddie then hits his signature frog splash to finish off Hardy. But Matt stuns Eddie, kicking out on 2. Eddie then hits another massive powerbomb and follows up with a second frog splash. 1, 2, 3. This time, Guerrero gets the pinfall and Latino Heat is successful on Smackdown. This great match sets up what should be a classic at Backlash for the European Championship between Guerrero and Jeff Hardy. We close the show with the owner of the World Wrestling Federation, Vince McMahon, making his way into the ring very proudly after his efforts on Raw. He is then joined by his new ally, Triple H, who seemingly sided with McMahon on Raw, helping him beat The Undertaker and win a shot at the WWF title at Backlash against Steve Austin.
On Raw, I did exactly what had to be done. I did what was best for me. I am sick and tired of constantly being passed over, but all that changed when Vince offered me the chance, a shot at Austin and the title. All I had to do was take out that cocky brat Shane, and I took pleasure in giving him a pedigree right in the middle of the ring. And after taking care of The Undertaker, I am now fully set on Austin and Backlash, and you are looking at the next World Wrestling Federation champion, because I am the game, and I am that damn good.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I did tell you so. Shane, I told you your little victory was about to end. How proud you were on Raw bragging about beating me at WrestleMania and beating me to become the owner of WCW. Well, that smile didn't last long, however, after Triple H drove you face first straight to hell. And that's exactly what Triple H is going to do to Austin at Backlash and become the new WWF champion. You see, it is fairly easy to understand. I am the ultimate power here in the World Wrestling Federation, and Shane, you need to learn that. I crushed your little WCW dreams before they even started. But Shane, I am a fair man, and I will allow you back by my side if you are willing to beg and grovel and kiss my ass.
Vince stops talking as he is interrupted by the appearance of Shane McMahon on the Titantron.
You know what, Dad? You're right. You are powerful here in the World Wrestling Federation, and I did underestimate you. I got too cocky, and you devised a plan with Triple H and took me out in the ring on Raw. Kudos on that one. However, you're not right about everything. My little WCW dream, as you called it, well, that isn't dead. That is very much still alive. And I guarantee you I won't get too cocky again, and I won't underestimate you in the future. And trust me, I learned from my mistakes. I won't grovel and beg, and I definitely won't kiss your ass. But just to show you both that there's no hard feelings, I have a surprise for you, which I will unveil next week on Raw is War.
And so the show concludes with everyone wondering what surprise Shane has in store next week on Raw. Please subscribe to channel to make sure you don't miss out the next episode and find out what surprise Shane McMahon has waiting for Triple H and Vince. As always, thank you for watching and take care.